All right, ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach and Andy. Andy's back.
Back.
So again, where were you?
Yes.
Where have you been? What have you been up to?
I have been out of town for a little while. Job changes, things like that. We've had a lot going on. It's been a busy couple of months. Good stuff.
Quite busy.
Yeah.
So the last chapter we had was the fight with Yang and
Neon.
Neon.
I'm gonna say Neon.
That was quick. That was cool with the like fast speed and and then the trumpet guy.
Yeah.
Trumpet guy. Team Funky. Team Funky. We had
Team Funky.
That was a cool bit. And it ended with Cinder getting access to Penny's systems. So I'm scared for Penny, but I don't know what's happening next.
I don't really know what it means that she's going to access the system. I mean, that's what we're going to find out.
Yes.
So,
all right.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Yeah, let's get back into this. So this father-daughter duo that does the songs, I've done a little research on these guys. They've got a lot of stuff out there.
Oh, there's father. Oh, right.
Yeah, the band that did this, they're pretty good. And I found them on my Spotify the other day, which was awesome. So I went running and listened to it. Some good hype-up music.
Yeah.
If you're feeling a little worn out, you want to get jazzed up, look it up on Spotify, everybody. You can find it, which is pretty dope.
Nice. I was just listening to the Bruce Faulkner Dragon Ball Z music, which was epic. It's just so good. They're like the
old
school music. It's so epic and
was he the one that did that like dragon?
Yes,
dragon.
My God. All of that music,
dude.
Yeah,
like
the classic music.
It's like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers guitar riff. When you come into that song, it's just so iconic.
It comes as no surprise that they've chosen you to move on to the final round of the tournament. Your performance has been exemplary.
Thank you, Professor Ozpin, but I would never have made it this far without my teammates.
Personally, I think it's the other way around.
I'm sorry, but I don't believe we've been introduced.
Name's Crow.
Crow is a trusted colleague of mine.
Professor, if you don't mind me asking, why have you called me here?
Please, take a seat. What is your favorite fairy tale?
I'm sorry?
Fairy tales. Stories from your childhood. Surely you must remember some of them.
Well, there's The Tale of the Two Brothers, The Shallow Sea, The Girl in the Tower.
What about the story of the seasons?
Oh, of course. A callous old man who refuses to leave his home is visited by 4 traveling sisters. The first understands his inclusive nature and urges him to use his time in solitude to reflect and meditate. The second brings him fruits and flowers, tending to his crops and revitalizing his garden. The third warms the man's heart, convincing him to step outside and embrace the world around him. And the fourth and final sister begs him to look at all that he has and be thankful. In return for their kindness, the man grants the maidens incredible powers so that they may continue to help others all over the world. They graciously accept and promise to share their gifts with the people of Remnant until the end of days. Winter, spring, summer, and fall.
4 kingdoms?
4 maidens. My mother loves that story.
Would you believe me if I told you that one's been around since I was a boy?
You're not that old, Professor.
Well, would you believe me if I told you it was true?
I beg your pardon?
What if I were to tell you that there were 4 maidens existing in this world that could wield such
Black Queen is one of those 4.
Without dust?
You mean like a semblance?
Like magic.
Yeah, first time hearing it's pretty crazy.
You're serious?
Do I look like I'm joking?
No. Why are you telling me this?
We are telling you, Pyrrha, because we believe that you are next in line to receive the Fall Maiden's powers.
Oh, snap.
What?
Sorry we're late.
Wait. What is this? Who are you?
You know who we are. We're still the same teachers and headmasters you met when you arrived at Beacon.
Except we've got a little part-time job.
We are the protectors of this world.
And we need your help.
The protectors of the world.
Where are we going?
Guardians of
vault.
the Galaxy.
Under the school.
Oh, snap. Underground base in School of Scenes? No, this is new.
I'm sure you must have questions.
Maybe one or two. I still don't understand. You said I was next in line to receive the Maiden's power. What do you mean by that?
The Maidens have existed for thousands of years, but much like in nature, the seasons change. No two summers are alike. When a maiden dies, her power leaves her body and seeks out a new host,
Avatar
ensuring that
cycle.
the seasons are never lost and that no individual can hold on to the power forever.
So, how does the power choose?
Through a series of stupid and convoluted rules.
Crow.
Hey, don't get mad because I'm right.
At first, the only thing that was certain was that the powers were specifically passed on to young women. But as time went on, it was discovered that the selection process was much more intimate.
Intimate?
As we understand it now, when a maiden dies, the one who is in her final thoughts is the first candidate to inherit her power.
Unless it's a dude or some old hag. Then the power goes to someone random, and our jobs get a lot harder.
Why tell me all of this now? Why not wait until I've
Her mom?
graduated?
Honestly, we've run out of time. I don't know if you've noticed, but things are getting a lot scarier out in the world. Tensions are high. The Grim are growing stronger, more prevalent, and it's not gonna be much longer before this peace we've all been enjoying so much goes out the window.
You're not talking about war.
Not a war between nations.
We can fill you in on the details once we know you're with us. For now, all you need to know is that one of the maidens was attacked, and for the first time in history, part of her power was stolen.
Is that...
The current Fall Maiden. Amber.
Amber.
she's still alive?
For now. We're using state-of-the-art Atlas technology to keep her stable. But there is a lot about this situation that is
that
unprecedented.
What do you mean?
is that Ruby's mom?
We don't know what will happen when she passes.
Won't her power just transfer to the next host?
Look who's been listening. She is smart.
Under normal circumstances, yes. But this is a delicate situation. It's not uncommon for the last thoughts of the slain to be of their attacker. And to make matters worse, no one's ever seen the power split like this before. For all we know, it will seek out its other half.
Her assailant.
Half.
And that would not bode well for any of us.
And half is in the Black Queen.
Maybe. There's a lot to absorb.
If all of this is true, why keep it secret? If this girl is so important, if we're truly on the brink of war, why not tell everyone?
From what we understand, it used to be common knowledge.
Excuse me?
How do you think legends and fairy tales get started? Even the craziest ones come from somewhere.
Our group was founded in order to protect both mankind and the maidens. Those hungry for power hunted them with the hope of inheriting their strength.
And as you can imagine, the ones that succeeded weren't exactly the kind of people you'd want to have unimaginable power.
And so this Brotherhood chose to remove the maidens from the public eye, allowing their existence to fade away into legend.
The things we're telling you go against hundreds of years of human history, religion.
No one would want to believe us. It'd cause an uproar.
It would cause panic. And we all know what that would bring clawing to our kingdom's walls. Which is why we would like to...
I'll do it. If you believe this will help humanity, then I will become your fall maiden. That's what you wanted, isn't it?
It is. But I'm afraid it's not that simple. Given Amber's condition, you won't be able to inherit her power naturally. However, General Ironwood believes he has a solution.
For the past few years, Atlas has been studying Aura from a more scientific standpoint. How it works, what it's made of, how it can be used. We've made significant strides, and we believe we found a way to capture it.
Capture it and cram it into something else. Or in your case...
That's
Classified.
wrong.
Penny.
The feeling is mutual. But desperate times call for desperate measures.
And these are indeed desperate times. We can't transfer Amber's power to you, but we can give you what those powers are bound to.
Her aura.
Her life would become intertwined with yours. The question is...
If you
What's
die, would
that
you
gonna
die?
do to you?
You have an important decision before you, Ms. Nikos. There's no guarantee this transfer will work. And there's no telling if you will be the same person.
And
if
why?
it does.
But why Pyrrha?
I advise
I've been
you
trying to
take
figure that
time
out
to
since the
think
start.
on this
I'm like,
matter.
why her? Why not one of our
Understand
core?
That before the Vital Festival is over, we will need your answer.
For the Vita Festival.
The assailant that attacked the Fall Maiden has made their first move. And there's no telling when their next move will be.
Ooh, foreboding.
Cinder?
Cinder.
Now for the moment you've all been waiting for, the one-on-one finals!
Cinder is the assailant.
Barty, why don't you explain the rules?
It's quite simple, Peter. Instead of a bracket system, each round of the finals will be randomly determined immediately before the match takes place.
Much like any good hunt, there will be 0 time to prepare.
Yes. Now let's see who our first match will be.
Except when you have control of the stakes.
Packing up the matches.
They've been packing it the whole time.
Yeah.
Yang Xiaolong
Oh, this would be good.
Mercury Black.
Because she can't go against, she's not good with footwork.
Yeah.
He's a kicker and she's a
Yeah.
puncher. She's not used to doing it too well. It's like her
Would all
natural
other
disadvantage for her.
competitors please leave the
Interesting.
stage?
We haven't seen a semblance, have we? We've only
I
seen
don't think so, but he kicked ass.
I know, but it's always been his like shotgun boots.
Yeah.
Never like his semblance.
I mean, they're natural forms, like their weapons and their semblance and the way they fight.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, they're good
Fun
for it.
idea. See some kung
Better
fu.
not go easy on me.
You wish.
MMA. Here you go.
2, 1,
Pause right here.
fight!
Cut. Alright. Yep.
Yeah.
Punch for kick.
A kick puncher.
Tornado feet.
Oh, that's nice. Dang.
Kicking.
Yeah, I can do it like an axe kick, accelerated down.
He's doing a lot of taekwondo kicking.
Yeah.
A lot of very solid.
Taekwondo, exactly.
Yeah. Got front kicks, side kicks, into reverse step kick, crescent kicks, spinning hook kicks, back kicks, all of those straight taekwondo kicking. Yeah. That is a taekwondo master right there.
A lot of elusive movement. Kind of like a Sanji almost.
No, it wasn't an elusive movement.
Well, he's doing a lot of ridiculous.
No, that was setting it up. And
No,
then
I'm
he
just
shot
saying
down.
in general.
No,
Taekwondo
she was about to start. Yep.
Yeah, this is where she. I like that thing. Her eyes get red. Semblance kicks off.
We haven't seen his semblance yet, by the way. His name is Mercury for a reason.
Nerd.
What was that? Is that his semblance?
Yeah, he might have been defending him.
Kick off the final.
Is that it?
Yang Xiaolong wins!
I like how they have HP bars too. I didn't notice
She did
that.
win.
Yeah, she did.
Better luck next time.
What did he do to her?
There's not going to be a next time, Blondie.
Oh, no.
Oh, rude! Oh! Woo! Sick.
My word!
Cut the cameras.
Cut the cameras. Oh, that was his knee.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. 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 That was on purpose to distract them.
My leg! My leg!
That's what you get, you little... Huh?
Yang Xiaolong, stand down!
What? What? Why? Mercury!
Why'd she do that? Why'd she attack me?
Oh, wow.
That's not what happened.
Yeah. What's going on here? Why'd she have a hallucination?
How did that happen? Whose power was that?
Was it something he did to her during the fight? Or did something happen before the fight? I don't remember. Did something happen in the last episode where someone did something to her?
Dude, that's what happened before. Remember in a different episode, like 2 episodes ago, when they were doing the 2-on-2s, when it was Mercury and Emerald versus that other group, and versus Team Coffee, and the first girl saw an image of her friend, but then another image of her friend getting knocked down happened, and then she turned around and got hit.
Right.
I think his clouds can do illusions.
Maybe.
And when he did all those kicks and when he did down, he created an illusion that focused everywhere else except for him and her.
Yeah.
So everyone else saw something different. I'm thinking.
Obviously everyone else did because you see the replay and it's her just walking around and then just fucking jacking his knee there.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Those 2 like unexpected things, right?
Yeah. No, and when she got him, you're like, yeah, all right. He's trying to kick her and she's defending and.
But let's not forget, that's actually all a cover-up for what's about to happen with the Grimm. They let us know that that's about to happen.
Yeah.
Grimm are coming
foreboding,
down.
right?
That's very foreboding with the Grimm coming down.
It's a distraction.
Totally a distraction.
Yeah.
Everyone's focused on that while that,
right.
So RWBY and then the rest of that team, they're focusing on this life issue rather than on the personal because they've been the ones that have been the biggest distraction at this point.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. There's a lot going on in this episode, man.
There's a lot.
So the 4 maidens thing,
Uh-huh.
like that's all new, right?
That's brand new to me.
Was that in any of the earlier episodes? Like this is like a whole new thing.
I don't know anything about that. There is So we know that there's dust,
right?
Remnant. So the first time we got Aura was based off of the 4 maidens. Aura was given to them by the farmer.
Yeah, by the old man.
Who is the old man?
I don't know, a metaphor for God, maybe?
Yeah,
like
I guess.
A messiah of some type who bestows the power of the seasons on these young women, and then they're transmigrants, like almost like the Naruto Sasuke thing, or the Avatar thing, and it always goes to new maidens, the transfer. Maidens. This last thought thing was kind of convoluted, they threw a lot of rules into this thing, like, oh, well, unless she doesn't think of anybody, and then it goes to someone random.
Right, I like that. They're like, there's all this stupid, complicated shit, so we're just gonna say, screw that noise. We're gonna just like take it and put it into you. But we don't know if she dies, then you may die too. Mm. So that's the difficult
seems
part.
Very complicated. It seems very, very confusing, but it's interesting to see if she goes Super Saiyan or God mode because she gets the power.
Well, what powers? So what are the powers?
They didn't really explain that. They just said that it's like magic based off the Forceum.
So let's guess. What can we say?
Maybe control of a type of element or weather.
Well, we heard what they were describing it. Like fall was to be thankful for everything that you had, right?
Sure.
So that anything. Summer was warmth, so we can maybe be fire.
Fire. I mean, you could do an Avatar thing. You could do earth, wind, water, fire.
Right, but we've seen elemental powers.
It can go a lot of directions if we're speculating. You know
I know. I'm just trying to think of what fits within 4 types.
4 seasons.
So we know there's the elements. We can go that way, right?
Sure.
Elements, 4 seasons, 4 elements. There are also the 4. I don't know what else. What else is there with 4?
I don't know why. I feel this like this throwback to Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Could it be something beyond elemental? That's what I'm trying to think. Like that's the easiest. Yes, should probably be elemental.
I don't know. I mean I guess you could speculate that like maybe it's a certain ability that's given, like speed to fall, maybe strength, like maybe it's enhancement of a certain trait or ability,
right,
in the user who gets whatever thing.
Could then spring be like plant growth? Could spring be
sure?
Could spring be plant growth and winter be like death touch?
Yeah, it could be that type of thing too. You know,
I don't know.
You know, I mean, when I hear all the seasons, I think either a trait assigned to that season or an element assigned to that season. You know, winter, snow, fall, and also the colors of each of the characters. The green one might have been the spring. You saw each woman had like a distinct glowing color.
Yeah, there
each
was.
Of the
what were the colors? We had white.
We had the white for the winter. The green would probably be like spring, maybe. One of them was warm and red. So she was probably summer, and then
fall was yellow.
Fall was like yellow.
Yeah. Okay.
So I mean, I originally thought it was going to be like the main cast when they were telling her the story. Like it was going to be our 4 girls, and then they're like, "Well, we think you are the maiden."
The maiden.
And that was where I was like, "Oh, okay." See, and then they're gonna like try to forcefully get the aura in. I don't know if you could just like wake up that chick for a second and get her to look at Pyrrha, and then like shoot the
Pyrrha. Then she dies. And then look at Pyrrha die.
Yeah, and then lethal injection right after that.
Hey, look at me!
Yeah,
dead.
So Amber also just got introduced. She's new, right? Has she been in other episodes or referenced at any point? This fall maiden that we already had.
One thing that I can think of is in the opening intro. We see the picture of Ruby and Yang's mom with Crow and some other guy, and they're on Team Stark.
Yeah.
So Stark A could be Amber. That could be Ruby's mom, is what I'm thinking. But that also means, so we have a couple of things. Amber is the Fall Maiden, current Fall Maiden, right?
Yeah, who are the others?
Not even that. She was, at some point in the past, attacked by who the show is highly suggesting is Cinder. Yeah. Right? And stole half of her power. Half of her power has been stolen and given to someone. We can assume that's the Black Queen.
Right.
We don't know if Cinder is the Black Queen, but I'm assuming it's a third character. So that happened in the past. So Cinder and the Black Queen, if they're 2 different characters, have been in league with each other for seemingly years. We don't know how long Amber's been in hibernation, do we?
No. That's all news, right? I don't think that they introduced this character or their secret underground base under the school.
Right.
I don't think any of that's been alluded to, really.
I'm not surprised. I wasn't surprised.
Oh no! I'm just saying this is as of this episode, new stuff introduced.
I'm trying to connect dots. So
I think that we've got too many. I think we got to watch a couple more episodes to kind of figure out how all of these things are going to be connected because there's just so many open spaces.
I think I'm getting a pretty clear understanding.
Oh yeah. I think
you
got figured out.
Not figured out. I don't know what the ultimate goal is because now we've been introduced only to the maidens. So if you can steal the powers, what happens if you steal all of the powers?
Yeah, and also, does this have anything to do with the increase of these monsters?
I'm 100% saying that's a reason why you're getting more Grimm is because the Black Queen has half of Amber's power and is making more. Yeah, that's where I'm.
Somehow connected. You know, you get these abilities, these powers. You have this aura, this like life energy, and then all of a sudden, you know, you could.
So here's something.
Misuse it.
Yeah, you could misuse it. Well, here's something that aura you gave me thinking about with aura is. Atlas has been studying aura for years and has figured out how to make artificial, like put aura in artificial life with Penny. Penny is an artificial, she's not a human, she's a robot, and she has aura.
Right.
And we know that the Grimm don't have aura. What if the Black Queen takes the technology from Atlas about how to put in aura and puts it into a Grimm? Or what if the Black Queen is a Grimm that has aura? Black Queen that has aura and is taking the maiden's powers.
Right.
It's a Grimm maiden superpower.
And then we've got hinting or foreshadowing of like a Grimm attack that's about to happen. You know, they're all in place right now, and there's all this commotion about the Yang shooting the guy thing. So all of this is going to come in a head probably around the same time here. You know, maybe Pyrrha is going to have this aura transfer thing happen sooner than we think because things are going to go south.
Wait, I'm even going further now.
Oh boy,
I'm thinking even further.
How far are we going to go?
Further back. What if the Black Queen, or whoever stole the power from Amber, was one of the original maidens and has somehow become a Grimm and is trying to get back her power?
Or we could even go back to the old man.
Or the old man.
Who's the old man?
Or the old man trying to get the power back.
Who's this messianic
bestower of power?
Yeah, you know.
We can bat this in the door for.
We're gonna have to put this
to bed for right now.
But more episodes, we will find out. I'm sure.
Yeah.
How all this is connected, all this new stuff is dropped on us here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, comment, subscribe down below. Let us know what you guys thought of our reaction review. What you guys thought about our theories, and like always, Zach and Andy out.